Hello student, I welcome you all to the online classes of Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School. Okay, so today we are going to start a new chapter, reproduction in plants. Okay, it's class 7 chapter number 12 according to our NCERT book. In this chapter we are going to study about the process of formation of new individual from the existing. Okay, that's how life will nurture itself. Reproduction is the process which is the one of the main characteristic of all living beings. So reproduction indicates that thing is a living thing. Okay. So the production of new individual from its parents is known as reproduction. Reproduction is what? Reproduction is production of new individual from the parent. Okay. There are two modes of reproduction. Very first is asexual mode of reproduction. Second one is sexual mode of reproduction. Asexual mode of reproduction involve single parent. Okay. Sexual reproduction means that sexual reproduction involve formation of gametes. So let us study what these modes are. Okay. In class 6 we have read about different parts of flowering plant. Try to list those. I hope you remember sepal, petals, stamen, pistil. I hope you remember all these parts of a flower. Okay. Most plants have roots, stem and leaves. Root, stem and leaves are the vegetative part of the flowers of the plant. But the plant which I was discussing, the part of the flower, all those are reproductive parts of the flower of the plant. Okay. After certain period of growth, most plant bear flowers. Okay. You may have seen mango tree flowering in spring. It is the flower that gives rise to juicy mango fruit. I hope you know that flowers will give rise to the fruit ultimately. Okay. We eat fruit and usually discard the seed. Seed germinate and form new plant. We know that seed will be germinating into new plant. Okay. Seed. So that what is the function of flower in the plant? What is the function of flower? I hope you can link now that flower are the reproductive part of the plant because they will bear seed ultimately and seed will give rise to new plant itself. So we can say that flower perform function of reproduction in plant. Flowers are the reproductive part of the plant. A flower may have either male part or female part. Okay. Both male and female part can also be there in a flower. Okay. A flower can be female flower, male flower, or in a single flower both parts can be present. Okay. There is no hard and fast rule in that. There are several ways by which the plant produces its offspring. These are categorized into two types which I have already told you, sexual and asexual reproduction. Okay. In asexual reproduction, plant give rise to new individual without seed. Okay. Whereas in case of sexual reproduction, seeds are required. Okay. This is the main idea of asexual and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, seeds are not involved. But in case of sexual reproduction, seeds are required. Paheli thought that new plant always grow from seed, but she never seen the seed of sugarcane, potato and rose. Let us study how this plant regenerate, regrow, reproduce. Okay. So asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, new plants are obtained without the production of seed and spores also. So very first kind of asexual reproduction is vegetative propagation. It is type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from the root, stem, leaves and bud. Okay. The production of new plant from your root, stem, leaves or bud. All these types are your vegetative propagation type. Okay. Since reproduction is through vegetative part of the plant, it is known as vegetative propagation. For that you need to cut branch of rose or a champa, the flower with a node. This piece of flower is termed as cutting. Okay, you just have to give a cut to this stem. Bury that cutting in the soil. A node is a part of the stem from which the leaves start emerging. Okay, water the cutting every day and observe the growth. You have to cut the stem of the two plants which were mentioned above. Then you have to bury that in the soil and then you have to observe the growth. Observe and record the number of days take That's why we call them stem. Potato, your ginger, and your turmeric all are modified stem because they are having nodes. These are the nodes. The eye of potato, of the rhizome of ginger and turmeric are nothing but the nodes which will give rise to. That's why we call them as modified stem. Okay. Now bryophyllum, second category, sprout leaf plant. Okay. Has buds in the margin of the leaves. In this case, buds are present on the leaf itself. If the leaf of this plant falls on the moist soil, each bud can give rise to the plant. If any of this bud falls off from the plant to the soil, it will give rise to new plant. So new plant will be forming from the modified leaves because leaves are having buds. Okay, buds can give rise to whole new plant. This is the structure of bryophyllum. You can see these are the buds, and these buds will give rise to new plant. Okay, root of some plant also give rise to new plant. For example, sweet potato and dahlia. Okay, dahlia, sorry. Plants such as cacti produce new plant when their part get detached from the main body. In case of cactus, the part any part of the cactus, if we bury them inside the soil, it will give rise to new plant. Okay, each detached part can grow into new plant. Bujo wants to know if there are any advantage of this vegetative propagation. Let us see. Plant produced by vegetative propagation take less time to grow. No need. They do not need flowers, so no care. Much less care is needed in case of vegetative propagation. If we compare vegetative propagation to sexual reproduction. Okay, fruit and they will bear flower and fruit earlier than those produced by the seed. Okay, if they are having flowers and this fruit, they will bear those things earlier as compared to sexual reproduction flowers. The new plant are exact copy of parent flower as they are produced by single parent. Okay, later in this chapter you will learn about plant produced by sexual reproduction. They have characteristic of both of the parents. Okay, flower which is reproduced by sexual mode of reproduction, they will have the characteristic which is halfway from mother and halfway from the father. So they are having characteristic of mix. Okay, mix of both parents. Plant produce seed as a result of sexual reproduction. Okay, so vegetative propagation is first type of asexual mode of reproduction. Second is budding. Okay, you have already learned about tiny organism like yeast in class 6 and can be seen only under microscope. This grow and multiply every few hours if sufficient nutrients are provided. Okay, this I hope you remember, yeast is a single celled organism. Let us study how they reproduce. Okay, for that you have to take a piece of yeast cake or yeast powder from the bakery shop. Take a pinch of yeast and place it in a container with some water. Add sugar because sugar is the food for that yeast. Shake to dissolve it. Keep it in warm place of a room. Then after an hour, put drop of this liquid on a glass slide and observe under the microscope. What you will see? This is the yeast, and after some time we will see the bud which is produced from part of this that yeast cell, and they will grow in size and it will form in the form of chain. Okay, and when each of this bud will detach from the parent cell, it will grow into full size adult yeast cell. Okay, the small bulb like projection coming out of the yeast cell is called bud. The bud gradually grow and get detached from the parent cell and forms new yeast cell. The new yeast cell grow, mature and produce more yeast cell. Sometime another bud arises from the bud forming and it will give a appearance, chain-like appearance. If the process continue, large number of yeast cells produce in a short time. Okay, so such kind of asexual reproduction is budding. Now third is fragmentation. As the name suggests, in this type of reproduction, the parent cell will divide into few parts and each part will be giving birth to new offspring. Okay, you must have seen green patches in the pot known as algae. These are algae when water and nutrients are by the process of fragmentation. And alga is singular of algae, break up into two or more fragments. It will break its body into two or more fragments. These fragments or the pieces grow into new individual. This process continue and they will cover large area in short span of time, and that's how algae grow. Okay. Now next is spore formation. In chapter 1 you have learned about fungi and bracteates grow from the spores which are present in the air. We have studied about that. Repeat activity 1.2. Observe spore of cotton. Okay. This is spores of fungus. I hope this is visible to you all. Let us study what it is. Okay, these are the spores in case of fern. Okay, now observe the spore in the cotton like mesh of the bread. When spores are released, they keep floating in the air. When spores are released by the plant, they will keep floating in the air as they are very light in weight. Okay, they will cover long distance. These spores are asexual reproduction bodies. Okay, each spore is covered by hard protective layer which can withstand extreme climatic conditions. Okay, but when favorable conditions are available for that spore, it will give rise to new individual. Okay, unfavorable conditions are high temperature and low humidity. So favorable will be low temperature or medium temperature and medium humidity, moderate humidity. So they can survive for long time. Under favorable condition, that spore will germinate and give rise to new individual. So examples of such kind of reproduction are mosses and ferns. Okay, they are reproduced by this spore formation or sporation. So these are the few examples of asexual mode of reproduction. Now let us study second part of this chapter, that is sexual mode of reproduction. Okay, let us study this part. So sexual reproduction is flowers are basically reproductive part of any plant. So the reproduction which are due to flowers are known as sexual reproduction, or the reproduction which involve the formation of seeds is known as sexual reproduction. Okay, so you know that flowers are reproductive part of the plant. The stamen are the male reproductive part and the pistil is the female reproductive part. We know about this since our class 6. Okay, now let us perform activity 12.4. Take mustard or China rose or petunia flower and separate its reproductive parts. You have to separate the male and female part. Study various parts of stamen and pistil. The flower which contain either pistil or only stamen are known as unisexual flowers. So basically we can divide flower into two categories. Unisexual flowers are having single reproductive part, either female or male, either stamen or pistil. But bisexual plants are having both reproductive part in a single flower itself. So bisexual plants are having pistil and stamen both. Okay, corn, papaya, cucumber produces unisexual flowers. So example of unisexual flowers are papaya and cucumber and corn, whereas mustard, rose, petunia, China rose all are bisexual flowers. Okay, this is typical stamen. Stamen consists of two parts, anther and filament. Okay, this is pistil. Pistil consists of three parts, stigma, style and swollen ovaries. And when we cut open these ovaries, we will see ovules are present inside the ovaries. Okay, so this is the flower. Okay, so the middle portion of flower indicate pistil and the side, in the side we can see the stamen part. Okay, this is the filament and this is the anther part of the male reproductive part of the flower. Okay, now both males and females are present in unisexual flower, may be present in same flower. Okay, maybe in same plant one flower is that female and another flower is male. Okay, such kind of things are also there. So unisexual flowers are present in a single plant also, or they may be in separate plant. Okay, you can identify anther and filament of a stamen. Anther contain pollen grain. When we cut open the anther, it will contain small spore like structure. They are nothing but pollen grains. Pollen So what happen in sexual reproduction of flower? The pollen grain will fly off from the male part and it will reach somehow to the female part and it will transport and it will reach up to ovules level, and when this ovule and this your pollen grain fuse together, they will form zygote. Okay, so zygote is the first cell which is formed by the fusion of male and female gamete. Male gamete pollen grain, female gamete ovule. Okay, so fertilization is the process which is fusion of these two gametes. Okay, so from the anther, the pollen grains will fall off to the stigma. It will attach to the stigma and form pipeline structure which will reach to the ovules, and here in the ovaries this pollen grain and this ovules fuse together to form a zygote. Okay, now what is pollination? Generally pollen grains have tough protective coat which prevent them from drying up. Okay, since pollen grains are light, they can be carried out by wind, water or insect. Okay, so what happened? Insect, have you seen many insects are attracted towards the flower? What happened? Let us discuss. Insect visit flowers and carry away pollen grains. Okay, when the body of the insect is sticky, the pollen grain will attach to the body of that insect, which will carry that pollen grain from one flower to another flower. Some of the pollen grain land to the stigma of the another flower. Okay, or but of the same kind. Okay, the pollen grain from the anther will transport to the stigma of the same kind of the flower. This transfer of pollination from anther to stigma is known as pollination. Pollination is transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. If the pollen land on the stigma of the same flower, we can say that it is self-pollination. So self-pollination is a pollination which occurs within the same flower. Okay, when pollen grain of flower land on stigma of another flower of same kind. Okay, when pollen grain of one flower will land to stigma of another flower but of same kind, then it is known as cross pollination. So pollination can be divided into two parts. Self means transfer of pollen from anther to stigma of same flower. Transfer of pollen grains from stamen to stigma of same of another flower of same kind, then it will be cross pollination. Okay, this is pollen grain. Okay, it will that land on stigma, then what will happen? It will germinate. Germinate means it will form a tube-like structure over here. That tube-like structure will reach up to the ovule, and then pollen grain will release the pollen body, and that pollen body will fuse with this ovule and it will form zygote, and zygote ultimately will form seed. So what is fertilization? The cell which results after fusion of gametes is known as zygote. As we know, the process of fusion of male and female gamete is known as fertilization. Okay, have you seen this seed? Seed are nothing but growth of this zygote. Okay, gametes is known as fertilization. Zygote develop into embryo, then embryo will give rise to the seed. Okay, so fruit and seed formation after fertilization. Ovaries grow into fruit. Ovaries will be developing into fruit. Another part of the flower falls off. All the parts of it will flow off. Ovary will develop into fruit, and this zygote will develop into seed. The fruit of the ripened ovary. The seed developed from the ovule. Seed contain embryo enclosed within a protective seed coat. Inside that seed coat there are protective ovule. There are protective embryo which can give rise to entire plant. Okay, and such type of reproduction is your sexual reproduction. Some fruits are fleshy and juicy such as mango, apple, orange. Some fruits are hard like almonds and walnuts. Okay. Now seed dispersal. In nature, some kind of plant grow at different places. This happens because seeds are dispersed to the different places. They can be carried out by wind, by water, and they will reach up to they will cover large distance, and that's how seed will disperse. Sometime after walking through the forest or a field of a park, you have found seed and fruit sticking to your clothes, and you can be by the means of seed dispersal that area will be larger. Okay, now they don't have to compete, they both can grow to their optimum size. It prevents competition, its own seedling from the sunlight, water and mineral. It also enables plant to invade new habitat. Okay, for the wider distribution, seed and fruit of the plant are carried away by wind, water and animals. Winged seeds such as those of drumstick and maple. You can see that drumstick and maple seed, they are winged. Wings are present, okay? And light seed of grasses or a hairy seed of aak, madar, and the hairy fruit of flower get blown with a wind. So it's an example of wind dispersal. All this is an example of wind dispersal. Okay. Some seed are dispersed by water. This fruit or seed usually develop floating ability. The seed which is having floating ability, they go dispersed by the water. Okay. They will form spongy and fibrous outer coat as in coconut also. Some seed are dispersed by animals, especially spiny seed. Spiny seeds are dispersed by animals because they are having hooks with which they get attached to the animal body, and that animal will carry them to the large area. Example, xanthium and urina. Okay. Some seeds are dispersed when the fruit bursts. Sometimes the fruit bursts and it will disperse the seed to the larger area. Seeds are scattered far from the parent plant. This happens in case of castor and balsam. Okay. So this chapter basically is over. Let us discuss its NCERT questions. Okay. First one is fill up. Production of new individual from the vegetative plant is known as asexual reproduction. Flower may have either male or female reproductive part. Such flower is known as unisexual flower. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same or another flower of the same kind is known as pollination. Fusion of male and female gamete is fertilization. Seed dispersal take place by means of air, water and animal. Okay, and actually bursting also. Describe different method of asexual reproduction. You can write about fragmentation, budding, vegetative propagation. Okay, you can write about them. For explanation, refer to the previous part of this video. Explain what do you understand by sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction basically means the reproduction by the seed. Okay, which involve fertilization, fusion of male and female gamete, and it will give rise to the seed. And in seed, inside the seed, embryo is there which will give rise to new individual. Okay. State the main difference between sexual and asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction involves single parent. Sexual reproduction involves two parents, two gametes. Okay. So asexual reproduction do not need any kind of gamete. Sexual reproduction need two kind of gamete. Asexual reproduction, the offspring will be exact copy of parent. In case of sexual reproduction, mixing up is there. So offspring will be best of both worlds. We can say that. Okay. So you can write down your own differences also. Sketch the reproductive part of a flower. You can draw that. Explain difference between self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of same flower. Cross-pollination, transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of different flower but of same kind. Okay. How does process of fertilization take place in case of flower? The pollen grain will fly off by the process of pollination and they will reach up to the stigma. In the stigma they will develop a tube, and from that tube it will reach up to the ovules, and in that tube the pollen grain will be released and they will fuse with this ovules and they will give rise to the embryo. Okay. Describe various ways by which seed can be dispersed. Air, water, by means of animals that they will be attached to the animal body and dispersed by the same, and bursting also. Okay. Match the following. Bud, eyes, fragmentation, wings and spores. So eyes are same. Potatoes, wings in case of maple, spores in case of yeast and red mold, and bud in case of this potato. Okay. Right. Bud in case of rose also and potato also. Now tick the following question. The reproductive part of flower is part solve for the